So let me start with the caveat. I do not fund startups or young entrepreneurs who are getting into business. I just don't do it. But I talk to them once in a while because some friend wants me to talk to them. And I can tell you one thing, nothing can kill a company except, there are other ways to die, yes, but the fastest way to kill your company is to burn cash on things which are unnecessary. When you are building your life and when you're planning your retirement or when you do a startup, there has to be an amazing control over the costs. So when some entrepreneur says, I'm working out of Mumbai and he's got an office and things like that, and he says he wants to meet me, I am judging him right from the first phone call. So if he suggests that let's meet at the Taj Lands End in Bandra or at the Taj in BKC, the first reaction is, oh my God, do we need to do this? So if an entrepreneur tells me let's meet at the Trident, and I'm wondering why is he burning cash on me? I'm not going to give him money. I'm very unlikely to give him business. I may give him some broad gyan on what he can do in personal software or something like that, assuming he's a software guy. That gets me worried, and I keep saying, how can you burn money? And there are others who would say, sir, I want to meet you, but I'm working out of Baroda. And when I come to Bombay, I will drop in and meet you at your house or at a CCD near your house or something like that. And to me, that sounds far more intelligent. And I keep wondering why so many startups burn money so fast. It is not as though they're taking the money and keeping it in their house. It's not like the old-fashioned industrialist who is taking money off the business by inflating the accounts. No, these are simple guys who are just blowing money, whether it is spent on equipment, whether it is spent on software, whether it is spent on eating out, I don't know. But suddenly when you see that they don't have money, you realize that of course they were still burning cash, of course they were still recruiting, of course they are still in the, you're not expecting them to make money, but you don't expect them to burn out so quickly, right? And I kept wondering, why doesn't this happen with people in real life, in personal life also? The answer is yes. Many of them would be, let's say a guy earning 8 lakhs and spending 8 lakhs versus a guy earning 6 lakhs and spending 4 lakhs. Does it take a PhD in finance to know that the second guy or the second person is the person who is at least making an effort to save money and do something with it? Because you need to know all these words which you hear in a startup, like run rate, etc. Everything happens in real life also. The question is how much you are earning, how much you are saving, how much you are investing. All this will decide whether you will be able to really retire at 55 or 58, or will you be wondering, oh my God, now what will I do? Will I have to work till 70? Remember, it's a young country, so older people are not likely to find jobs very easily. So you need to remember all these things. So try living frugally so that you can do what you wish to do. Please understand, there is this trade-off between having a coffee in Starbucks versus a coffee in a Udupi, or just saying I'll make coffee at home. And the choices are something which you are making. So if somebody is having 2 coffees at Starbucks every day, it can mean a nice annual vacation instead of with that money, and it can be a foreign vacation, right? Because you're talking of 400 rupees a day, and it is 12,000 rupees a month. I mean, maybe not 12,000, maybe 10,000, maybe 9,000. And for 9,000 rupees, you can definitely visit a wildlife resort in India. It doesn't cost more than that per person. I may be exaggerating on the higher side, perhaps, if you go for a 2-day trip. This is what I'm saying. You have to prioritize and control your expenses if you want to do something very different. If you are saying, I'm earning 12,000, I'm going to spend 12,000. I'm earning 50,000, I'm going to spend 50,000. I'm earning 10 lakhs and I'm going to spend 10 lakhs. Where will you build up your capital? And if you don't build up your capital, what happens is something very simple. You will not be able to retire. So all these lies about I want to retire early and do this falls on deaf ears, right? So whenever you see a small company which is very frugal, 2 people, 3 people will travel together to save money and things like that. One is you're happy, but of course as the company gets more prosperity, it should spend a little more, because you cannot permanently drive on the fifth gear, right? That's what you thought, right? But frugality, for me, I am going to take the example from the richest company in the world, or rather in terms of cash, and that is Amazon. And I liked Amazon talking about leadership, and in leadership about frugality, right? So I'll have to quote from their books, a published book which is talking about them, and it says, this is from Amazon's leadership qualities and leadership principles, where it says, talks about frugality, and it says, accomplish more with less. Constraints breed resourcefulness, self-sufficiency and inventions. There are no extra points for growing headcount, budget size or fixed expenses. I think this is brilliant. I have seen Reliance, I have seen HDFC Limited, I have seen HDFC Bank do this very well. Try increasing one headcount in HDFC Bank. It is impossible. You may be able to get extra equipment, but hiring one extra person is impossible. You will have to prove that you really need one person, or after you prove that you need 3 people, you might get half a person or 1 person, right? That is how tight companies are run, especially if you want to make money in the long run, right? So is it a profitable bank? Yes, it is a profitable bank, but that profit also comes from the demonic cost control that it does. There is no doubt about HDFC Limited and HDFC Bank's cost cutting. It is amazing, right? They will not spend things when it is not necessary. Another unlisted company about which we all know is Standard Chartered Bank. The amount of paper which is allotted to each department is also monitored, right? So again, demonic cost control. Don't think profits of big companies have come just like that. They've not dropped from heaven, right? So similarly, individuals also, if you do not have that kind of fetish for cost control and trying to live within what you earn, right, it's not going to be very easy. It is nice that if this is built into your family and you decide to tell your family that, look, this is what we will do and this is what we will not do. Today families don't have 8, 9 children. We all have 1 or 2 children. Teach your children about finances. Make sure that your wife and you think at the same level, at the same plane, right? And then there can be inexpensive hobbies. Every vacation does not have to be done in Hong Kong or Singapore or US, right? So bring in all that discipline, all the cost control, etc., 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 and make sure that all this discipline translates into economic freedom, which means you can choose with whom to work, how long to work, what dress to wear, when to go. Of course, once you commit, you will have to do it, but you can choose to take a 3-month vacation, you can choose to take a 2-month vacation, right? All this comes, the benefits of cost control are also there. Like I've done one video called Pain or Pleasure. You only choose the sequence, right? If you choose pain now, you will get pleasure. If you choose pleasure now, it will be followed by pain. As long as you understand this, whether you're a student preparing for a CA exam or an MBA exam, or whether you are a 28-year-old preparing for life, or you're a 35-year-old trying to do business, frugality helps at the start and till you reach independence. After that, have fun. I'm not saying don't have fun, but your frugality has to continue. If Amazon can be frugal, if Amazon can get people to use the doors which have to be thrown away to be made into tables, right? If Amazon can do it, I'm sure all of us can do it. Do those things to keep your financial independence, to decide your retirement date, to decide what you want to do in life. That is very, very important, and very happy. You'll be very happy and joyous doing that. That's the purpose of life, isn't it? Thank you.